So I'm here with the used car sales manager, Scott. Say hi, Scott.
Hi,
And a
Scott.
lot of people, when a lot of people trade in their vehicle, they don't really know how we come up to a trade value for the vehicle that you're bringing in. Now, I just got a brand new pay raise and I drive a 2015 Focus, and I'm looking at getting something a little bit better. So I just want to kind of ask you, and if I wanted to look out my window and look at that car without coming into the dealership at all, how would I determine a ballpark price for what my Focus would go for a trade-in value?
Some of the best stuff to do is a little homework before you come in, checking online, seeing what they're going for, like a range. You're not always going to get the most for the highest price that you see on there, but it gives you a general rule of thumb where this is the bottom end, this is the high end, and kind of gives you an idea in between. That's one of the things that does help out, just so you know where you kind of stand.
Yeah, so I was talking to you earlier yesterday, and you said that you came up with a formula that you say that you have to determine kind of the price when someone brings in a car without kind of looking at anything else. What does that formula look like for a trade-in on a vehicle?
First off, I look at, for example, for this car, what would I sell it for retail? Then we back it out, spending some money on reconditioning, safety, and where we'd be able to make some profit. And that really gets you back to the number. So getting into that overall number, you're going to be looking at car condition, you're going to be looking at vehicle history, has it been in any accidents? If it has been in an accident, one car owner, those are great stories we love to hear because we can pass that on to our customers as well.
Yeah, now I know a lot of people saying that the cleanliness of the vehicle shouldn't dictate any kind of trade value worth mentioning, I guess. But you told me that's not true. Is there anything else people can do other than clean their cars to get the most out of their trade-in value from when they bring it in?
Yeah, we don't expect it to be showroom condition when you bring it in, but it's almost like a first date. When you show up and the first time you get to look at this car, it's the first impression. So when I first see this vehicle, I look, overall it's pretty clean, so this guy takes care of his car. So that's a benefit.
All right, now I guess we'll just get into it. So do you want to just maybe take a look around the vehicle and see, like, just kind of walk around the vehicle and check it out?
Take a little walk around.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so usually where I start off is at the front corner of the car. One of the common places we look for is the front bumpers to make sure that there's no scuffing. Sometimes we get a little too close to something and we just kiss it. I see a couple small little chips. That's not a big thing. The nice thing about a pre-owned vehicle is that it's going to have a couple imperfections that's easily touched up. Then I move on to the tires and you feel for the wear bar. They're pretty new, so I can tell that there's going to be very low kilometers on this vehicle, or these are just fresh tires that are put on. Overall condition of the rims, sometimes we get a little too close to curbs and it's one of those things that scuffs it, just appearance. Then I'll make my way along the vehicle looking for any dents. Unfortunately, these things happen, especially in shopping malls where cars get too close. Then I'll just do a little quick overview, open the door, see if anything stands out. Everything here appears to be in pretty good condition, just normal, everyday driving. Then I'll make my way to the back of the car. I'm not going to give him any deduction points for being a Red Wings fan because I happen to like them as well.
Easy now.
Really good team, so maybe he's got a couple bonus points going for him. And everything seems to be in tip-top shape.
So basically, you're just looking for the vehicle to have the least amount of cost on your end so that not only you can give the customer the most out of it, but you'll get more profit out of it as well. Now, before you were telling me that there's a computer program you use also to determine, kind of make it easier for you to determine the cost to get the best cost for someone. Do you mind just taking us through that as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
We'll go check it out right now.
So we're using CarProof.
We're using CarProof.
So what is CarProof exactly?
It's a little machine. Actually, it's a system set up with all the insurance companies all across Canada where anytime a vehicle's in an accident, registered, it even tells you where there's recalls and if they've hit certain shops where they've done servicing and all that stuff. So it gives you a good little picture overview of where this car and where its life has been.
Yeah, so there's documented history of something that's there.
Yeah, so right off the hop it tells me no damage. And then it gives me a list of wholesale, so ones that were sold at the auction, with the average kilometers, and it gives me a list of how many are sold retail and what they sell for approximately.
Okay.
In Winnipeg alone, it tells me that there's 2 vehicles sold at auction with just over 5,000 kilometers, and one sold for 15 and the other one sold for 12.
So just looking at that, you can kind of imagine that a car with 5,000 kilometers would be between 15 and 12.
Yeah, and usually if there's that big of a variance, $3,000 is quite a bit. So usually that comes down to just overall condition because it doesn't tell you the condition right there or options. So if one has a few more options, that does, again, vehicles with more options will relate to the value in the end.
And so the average retail is $17,000.
Yeah, so right there brings it up with, depending on the kilometers, as low as 0 kilometers, so something that's pretty much new, sold for 20 grand. One with 55,000 kilometers, listed for just under 14 grand.
Now that you've done the walk around, you kind of look at all of this, you kind of see what everyone else is selling theirs for. What kind of price would you kind of offer on that Focus that you looked at earlier?
So how many kilometers were on there again?
46.
46. So
yeah.
On a retail spectrum, you're looking, it's going to sell for anywhere from $14,900 to $16,900.
Yeah, okay.
So right in that ballpark. If I was to sell for $16,900, we're going to leave a $2,000 markup for profit. And in Winnipeg, everybody loves a good deal.
Everyone, it's Winnipeg. Everyone loves a deal.
And then back out, how much I'm going to have to spend on reconditioning. Really, it's just going to need a good clean. We get it up to conditioning for servicing, oil change, any recommended service. So on that car, I would ballpark anywhere from $400 to $600, including the shampoo and everything that's going to have to be spent on that car.
Right on. Maybe I'll have to come and trade in my vehicle for something then.
Hey, we'll take it, and we'll be glad to sell you a vehicle.
Awesome. Well, if you have any more questions, you come down, see Scott. Tons of other people you can ask questions about. So come on down if you're looking to trade in your vehicle.
Absolutely. We'll see you then.
Ooh.
This is Elliot.
Hi. Is it actually recording?
Grab the big number, I guess. Put it on the website.
Hi, I'm Elliot. I like to be famous.
Karma. Listerine.